It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across the East. Today we are at the Greenville Town Common adjacent to Uptown Greenville. I'm here in the Greenville Toyota Amphitheater. Nothing going on today outside of the East Daily Download. This has hosted numerous concerts and productions over the years, and now it has the show. So yay! We've got a big show in store for you today. Got a lot of great local stories to get to. And it's a little bit windy, so I'm having my back just a little bit so that my microphone isn't getting too hit by that wind. But it's a nice day, just a light breeze. So get out and enjoy while you can this nice weather that we have this summer. I love the summertime. It's my favorite season. I love the hot weather. So this is perfect for me. And you know what's perfect for you and me is the stories today on the show. We have coming up in a little bit the Farm Report. Our friend Ariana's checking in with the Farm Report. That's always good stuff. But right now, why don't we check in, and this is perfect timing, to check in with our Chief Meteorologist, Jerry Jackson, and it's a beautiful day today. But why don't we check in with him and have him introduce us to this week's Weather Kid. Let's do that, and I'll see you in a little bit here on the East Daily Download.
Now downloading Weather Kids.
When we have young ones on the set, they often have the same kinds of interests: scouts, video games, sports, dance. But young Jamison Best really surprised me with some of his interests. What else do you like to do?
Like to cook.
My goodness, he's better than I am. And it's not just a passing interest for Jamison. He would like to pursue cooking as a career. So what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a chef.
A chef? Now, how did you get interested in cooking?
Oh, well, because my dad started cooking stuff and it tasted real good, so I asked if I could cook with him.
Like all kids, Jamison also enjoys just simply playing outside, and he has a favorite season.
I like summer.
You like summer? What do you like to do in the summer?
Like go swimming.
Jamison was a quick study on the weather wall. On the night he visited, we were tracking severe weather.
A big tornado tomorrow with big heavy rain.
I enjoyed spending time with Jamison. He's a bright kid with a big future ahead. Now, if your child would like to participate in our WNCT-9 First Alert Weather Kids segments, send me an email to jjackson@WNCT.com and I'll explain how everything works. For the WNCT 9 on your side, First Alert Weather Kids, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Jackson. Class dismissed.
The East has seen its share of destructive hurricanes, from Dorian to Florence, Michael to Irene, and Floyd. They've all had a serious impact on the East. And now it's a new hurricane season with new threats. And through it all, you can count on the WNCT-9 First Alert Weather Team to be here for you every day, every newscast, on air, online, and on our mobile app.
Leaders in Emerald Isle are digging into a new project.
Well, today is just a very important day for us.
This 2.6-acre lot will be transformed into a vibrant and colorful commercial development called Village West.
I think we're looking for that that coastal Caribbean look and kind of keeping concept with the Emerald Isle theme.
Phase 1 will consist of 11 retail units on the first floor and 11 condos on the second.
It's a mixed use, which we're really excited about, something that live, play, work type atmosphere.
About 17 townhomes are part of phases 2 and 3, which are still being designed.
We'll have the retail will stop, and then it'll be townhomes that have a beautiful view of the ocean.
Town manager Matt Zapp says Islander Drive is a prime location. It's walking distance from the beach, minutes away from the Emerald Isle Bridge, and local water park.
With all of those components and pieces, it makes really great sense to have a split commercial development here.
Zapp expects this development to boost the local economy.
A mixed-use subdivision and development will be very important, not just for tax base, but for sales tax usage.
The state's stay-at-home orders for coronavirus put the project on hold over the spring. Now construction is underway and town leaders expected to help in the growth of Emerald Isle.
Hey, welcome back to the East Daily Download. Hope your day's off to a great start so far. We are here at the Greenville Town Common. Uptown Greenville is right there. I mean, you can't see it because I'm pointing, but like right across the street. We started the day at the Greenville Toyota Amphitheater on stage, living out a dream that I had, being on stage in that kind of capacity. Although I don't play a musical instrument, as we've documented on this show over the course of time. What I'm doing right now is I'm sitting on this bench, getting a little shade because it's a little warm. And I thought what better thing to do than to pull up the WNCT mobile app, available for free at Google Play and the App Store. And the reason I've done that isn't for the local news or the First Alert weather, but rather because the East Daily Download is available for free on that app. So go get the app and then you can watch. So I'm sitting here doing a show, watching a show. It's pretty like mind-blowing. Okay, I'll put that down. We still have a lot to get to, and what we want to do right now is check in with our good friend Ariana, and she's going to bring us this week's farm report. Let's take a look.
Angela DeCuzzi, owner of Locavore Market Garden, produces local, organically grown, gourmet, and exotic vegetables, herbs, and microgreens. But that's not all she's doing. So tell me a little bit about your home services.
Yeah, so since COVID-19, we had to kind of pivot our normal farmers market services to try to reach people in their homes. So we decided to partner up with some other local farmers and put all of our products together on our web store and then deliver directly to people's homes.
Awesome. And so how can people, reach out to get these services?
They can visit our website at www.locavore-market.com, and we place all of our products up there on Monday, and they can order through Friday, and then we deliver to their home on Saturdays.
Thank you, Angela. For the Ag Fact of the Week, one day's production for a high-producing dairy cow yields 4.8 pounds of butter, 8.7 gallons of ice cream, or 10.5 pounds of cheese. Next week, Angela will join us to tell us more about their cooperative efforts. For the Eastern North Carolina Farm Report, I'm Ariana Kraft.
Looking for a good time? Look no further. Crazy. We've got your good time.
You're just winning today.
Right here.
You've got the big deal of the day.
Awesome. Let's make a deal. Weekdays on CBS.
Dispatchers in Carteret County say if you dial 911 by mistake and you hang up, that's actually the wrong thing to do.
Carteret County dispatchers answered about 1,600 emergency calls this weekend.
That's okay. Can I just get
306 of them were accidental 911 calls.
For this same time last year, we saw actually half of that.
Now Carteret County's Emergency Communications Director is putting out an important message. Don't just hang up on an accidental 911 call.
We want people to realize that if they call 911 and it's an accident, they're not in trouble.
Carteret County policy requires dispatchers to call you back if you dial 911 by mistake.
We need to talk to them and make sure they're okay so that we can clear that call from the screen and not continue to send responders to check on them.
If you don't answer, emergency responders will head out to the caller's last known location to assure there is no emergency, whether on land or out at sea.
we have to send a boat to that area to look for somebody in distress when they don't respond back to us when we call back on a hang-up.
It can divert emergency personnel like police officers and firefighters from real emergencies.
And they may not be available to answer the next 911 call that's ringing because they're on the phone calling this caller back.
Osborne blames these hang-up calls to technology. She says just holding down a button on your smartwatch for too long can call 911.
And some people just don't realize that, and so then we get 911 hang-ups from your smartwatch.
If you accidentally call 911, the best thing to do is stay on the line until you speak with a dispatcher and explain the mistake.
And as you are not in trouble, accidents happen.
In Morehead City, Camila Barco, 9 on your side.
With the new phase, it's been an adjustment, but one thing that my boyfriend and I were focusing on was supporting local restaurants. What I've been seeing is a lot of these businesses are following protocol. They have been wearing protection as far as gloves. They've disinfected a lot of their carts, like when I'm going grocery shopping, and so it's kind of crazy that that's the new normal. I still have been wearing my mask when I go out grocery shopping or shopping in general, so that's probably been the major adjustment.
We're back here on the East Daily Download. Hope your day is off to a great start so far. We are at the Greenville Town Common. Uptown Greenville is right across the street. Now, we've talked about the water here, taking a walk on the water, leisure activities, kayaking, canoeing, using the greenway to exercise, laying out on the grass, listening to music from a concert at the amphitheater, but also there's this memorial. And there are multiple tablets here, and on them it honors those who died in service to their country from World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and Iraqi freedom, who came from Pitt County. So check this beautiful memorial out when you are down here, because while there are a lot of great leisure activity, there's also some great memorial and educational activities that you can get here as well at the Greenville Town Common. Okay, let's check this next story out. We'll be back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download.
Living with a disability has been challenging, but I am thankful for being who I am. ADA, I think it's such a blessing for everyone throughout the whole community.
This month, North Carolina's Council on Developmental Disabilities is launching a campaign to share people's personal stories.
We are so excited to get 30 stories out there of people from across the state of North Carolina who have disabilities, talking about how the Americans with Disabilities Act has enabled them to live full and meaningful lives in the community.
The ADA started making a difference in 1990.
So when we think of the Americans with Disabilities Act, what we're saying is, yes, you have value. You are part of our community.
Wanted to find some diversity and the type of disabilities represented, and the diversity and the types of stories submitted, not just written stories like articles, but artwork or poems.
The first story is Ashley Crawford's.
I'm very thankful and humbled to be a part of this experience.
Her artwork honors those who have fought for so many people's rights.
The first thing I think of when I think of ADA is Justin Dart Jr., who is considered the father of the ADA movement.
The council's mission is helping others recognize the value of people with disabilities.
Helped a lot to just see from different perspectives and not just one view. And I'm sure that if people would do that, it'll make a whole lot of things clearer and more understanding.
Executives with Duke and Dominion Energy say the long-awaited Atlantic Coast Pipeline project is canceled. They say it's due to ongoing delays and the uncertainty of how much it would actually cost. The Atlantic Coast Pipeline was proposed in 2014. Duke and Dominion Energy wanted to get natural gas to more customers in North Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia.
It was going to be bringing fracked natural gas through the area.
But developers are abandoning the project. The reason? The pipeline, originally planned to cost $4.5 billion, had grown to more than $8 billion. Developers also faced mounting legal battles over the pipeline route.
One of the most problematic pieces of this pipeline is that it ran through predominantly communities of color or low-income communities.
In a news release, developers say for almost 6 years we have worked diligently and invested billions of dollars to complete the project and deliver the much-needed infrastructure to our customers and communities. Environmental groups like Sound Rivers say they will continue to push the state for progress on its clean energy plan. Duke and Dominion Energy executives say they will work to meet their customers' energy needs. Ariana Kraft, 9 on your side.
TLC Say Yes to the Dress kicks off its latest season, helping brides impacted by the coronavirus.
Hello, beautiful Melissa. Oh my God, Randy!
Randy and the Kleinfeld bridal team turn to virtual appointments as they help brides planning their weddings during a pandemic find the dress of their dreams. The special quarantine episode airs this Saturday.
I need to find my family.
Netflix has released a new trailer for season 2 of The Umbrella Academy.
First off, I want to say we brought the end of the world back here with us.
The superhero siblings head back in time to 1960s Dallas, where they'll have to work together to avert another apocalypse. All 10 episodes of season 2 will be available for streaming July 31st. And Oprah Winfrey is teaming up with the New York Times and Lionsgate to bring the 1619 Project to film and television. The Times series, created by reporter Nicole Hannah-Jones, examines the year slaves first arrived in the U.S. and the impact the legacy of slavery has had on the nation. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Good morning, everyone. It's Angie Casada for Q&A with AQ, where you, the viewers, get to send in questions and I get to answer them. So let's get right to it. The first question: what have you liked about doing season 1 of the East Daily Download? Man, I love the fact that I get to be myself. I love the fact that I get to interact with you, the viewers, where you guys send me the most craziest questions. Sometimes they're personal, sometimes I have to do some research, but that engagement is everything to me. So continue to send me more questions, and hopefully we bring it into season 2. Again, that's download at WNCT.com. The questions could be about anything, but that's my favorite thing, is interacting with you guys. Second question: is there a question you would have loved to be asked, not including marriage proposal? And what is the answer? Is there a question you would like to be asked? Oh man, I don't know. You guys ask such great questions. I think maybe questions about North Carolina, Eastern North Carolina would be great. And I love questions about my culture. So if you have any questions about the Dominican culture or how I grew up and just some of our traditions and everything, that would be fun. So if you can send some questions like that, I would love to answer them. You did say, what is the answer? We're amazing, okay? Dominicans and our culture rocks. My childhood was everything, so please send in the questions. All right, third question: will we see more of you in season 2 of the East Daily Download? Of course, I'm not going anywhere, so please, again, I'm pushing for it. Continue to send those questions to download at WNCT.com so I can answer them. Again, I love the interaction and I love when you guys send those in. So please send emails. I'll be here for season 2. All right, last question: cheese or cheesecake? Oh, you guys are crazy. Okay, cheese or cheesecake? I'm lactose intolerant, so neither. But if I had to choose and sacrifice everything, I would say cheese. Because cheese goes with everything. It goes with meat, it goes with crackers, I can put it on nachos. You know, so I'm just gonna go with cheese. I love cheese. I love cheesecake too, but I'm gonna go with cheese. All right, that's all the time I have. Again, send in your questions for season 2 at download at WNCT.com. I'm Angie Casada and you're watching East Daily Download.
That's right.
It seems like it would be an awfully fun thing to do.
Wouldn't it be fun?
We'll see. Ursula, Melissa McCarthy's heading across the pond soon for the live-action Little Mermaid. Our Pat's U.S.-based crew is flying back in for The Batman. Eddie Redmayne's crew is too for Fantastic Beasts 3.
Hashtag protect the secrets.
So why are the quarantine rules being bent? To help a struggling $12.4 billion industry.
Revenue is a massive part in it. Sets can be regulated to be a bit safer juxtaposed to other industries.
The loophole only applies to England and only to those essential to production who must follow strict protocols.
The guidelines are very, very vast. Mask usage, the staggering of when people get onto set.
Actors must be confined to a bubble of their hotel and the production area.
We're back in production on Jurassic World Dominion.
Chris Pratt is already filming in London with a reported $5 million of safety protocols, including nightly antiviral fogging of the sets.
Well, I think I'll just go see for myself.
Brad Pitt just landed his first starring role since winning an Oscar. It's for an action movie called Bullet Train. Shooting locations are TBD, but England could be enticing. The studio, Sony, is already set to resume shooting there on the live-action Cinderella with Pierce Brosnan.
Have they set a date yet for you guys to return?
They're talking about August. Let's wait and see, really.
We'll have much more on the next Entertainment Tonight. I'm Kevin Frazier. Back to you. Well, that's going to wrap up this episode of the East Daily Download. Thank you so much for joining us. We know you have a lot of options, and the fact you chose this show means the world to us. We try to bring you interesting stories, locally based, every day. Okay, so we're wrapping up from the Greenville Town Common, right next to Uptown Greenville. We've walked the waterfront. We have gone to the amphitheater. We've seen the memorial. Now, this is the Greenville Millennium Sundial. So, here's a chart of the months and the days, and you're supposed to be able to stand on this and see your shadow for that time of year. But it's a little cloudy right now, so it's not going to work for this particular exercise. We do see all the columns around. There are 12 columns, one for each month of the year. And there's a little bit of educational information you can read here to see how the thing works. And how this show works is we're going to be back tomorrow for an all-new East Daily Download. Check that out. We will have a full cast tomorrow. We're going to be doing a special looking back episode of the first season, so join us then. Have a great day, everybody, and I'm going to get inside before it rains.
Tomorrow in the East Daily Download, we'll have a very special episode coming to you from Zoom, where we get the team together to talk about favorite memories of the past year of the show. That's tomorrow for the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina's CW.